The explosion came around 3 a.m. local time, blowing out windows and damaging cars. A drone strike right in the heart of Tel Aviv, raining down shrapnel and shards of glass just meters from the US Embassy. Even for a nation at war, this was a startling strike. The Iranian-made drone appears to have come from the Mediterranean Sea. No air raid alarms were triggered, and it avoided the Iron Dome defense system.
The International Court of Justice, the United Nations top court, has branded Israel's presence in Palestinian-occupied territories unlawful. In an unprecedented move, the court called for an end to settlement construction and asked that existing settlements in the West Bank and East Jerusalem be removed. Israel did not send a legal team to the hearings, but submitted written comments, saying that the questions put to the court were prejudiced and failed to address Israeli security concerns.
For the second day in a row, South Korea's military responded strongly to North Korea's latest balloon provocations. From around 4 p.m. on Friday, the military resumed the loudspeaker broadcasts over the border against the North. The broadcast includes commentaries on topics the North regime is especially sensitive about, including criticizing the ruling Kim family and promoting capitalism. The military said in a statement that Friday's decision came as it has observed the signs of the regime preparing to send more balloons over the border.
Four boats carrying more than 300 migrants have docked at the Spanish island of Gran Canaria in less than 24 hours. One of the vessels, a wooden boat carrying 64 people, arrived at the island unassisted. Another of the boats was escorted to port by the Maritime Safety and Rescue Society after being spotted around 15 kilometers southeast of the archipelago. That boat was carrying 145 people, all of sub-Saharan African origin.
The first American journalist charged with espionage in Russia since the Cold War. Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich was sentenced to 16 years in a maximum security penal colony in Russia. There were only 2 hearings in Gershkovich's case, both held behind closed doors in the Ural city of Yekaterinburg this summer. The prosecution accused him of collecting secret information about the work of Russia's defense enterprise Uralvagonzavod that produces and repairs military equipment. He was first arrested and detained in March 2023.
The day the Earth stood still. A glitch brought Microsoft computers crashing across planet Earth, triggering blue screens of death, even in Times Square.
That screen is not normal. All flights grounded.
Most major airports across America were brought to a standstill. A FlightAware map shows how crowded Friday skies emptied as hundreds of flights were grounded. LAX was a sea of unchecked baggage and frustrated passengers.
Crowdstrike, which is the cybersecurity company that takes responsibility for the glitch, has issued a statement. It says this was not a cyber attack.
Carnage at the bottom of a Bali cliff, and inside this downed helicopter, Australian Russell Harris is in the fight of his life as he's freed from the wreckage. The former miner from Western Australia had been on a scenic flight for his 46th birthday.
Probably 3-4 minutes into it, we see a kite a bit too late.
With the kite string tangled around the main rotor, the helicopter lost control,
which made us drop 30 metres, 50 metres quite quickly.
Before a massive impact. Russell, his Indonesian partner Kayla, his friend Chris from Perth, and 2 crew took off from South Kuta around 2:30 yesterday afternoon, the pilot crashing 9 kilometres west near Sulaban Beach. Miraculously, all 5 people on board survived, most with just minor injuries.